Hello and welcome to Investors Hangout brought to you by Aditya Birla Sun Life Mutual Fund and Value Research. Now, this week's question has been sent in by Tyagarajan Krishnan. He says that he has decided to sell a fund that has lagged for over 2 years now. The rating is low, so he wants out. But how should he go about it? Sell it all in one go or stagger it or withdraw through an STP or an SWP? Dhirendra, this is the point where most investors they freeze because they've decided that they want to exit a fund, but how should they go about it? Stagger the withdrawal, is it a good idea?
No, not at all. Not in his case. There are broadly two reasons why people should sell a fund.
Yeah.
One is that you need the money. You are investing for a goal and you are getting closer to the goal or you have achieved the goal. There can't be a better actualization, better pleasure of chasing a goal, achieving it early, and it is achieving it early, and the pleasure is entirely because it was clearly defined. So take your money out, whatever be the state of the market. State of the market is not the reason. But in his case, it is very clear. He invested in a fund, he is disappointed, and he has superior alternative. And he has to switch. This is crystal clear that he should take his money out and move that money to the other fund. There are two things which holds people back. One is that he'll be looking at the capital gains tax that he will have to pay.
Right.
All the gains that will be reduced by 12.5%. That is one. And that could be sizable depending on your tenure of investment.
Right.
If you have been investing for 10, 15 years and now you are deciding to withdraw from that fund, it will be a sizable sum. In that case, there could be a little hiccup because you'll be liable for this redemption and this tax anytime you realize it. Because mutual funds at best provide you a deferment of taxes. There is no way you can eliminate it. And the more you continue, the compounding works seamlessly without any reduction. So, assuming this was 100 rupee gain, it will reduce to 87 rupee 50 paisa and then it will start working. 87.50 will start working from here on in a new fund. So, assuming that this money is needed 2 years from now or 1.5 years from now, then you will be a little tempted that I'll take my money out, invest and then pull it out again and then spend. To that extent, it could be little better to defer it to a point of consumption or spending. But otherwise, switch it. The fund has been disappointing. You have decided it conclusively. There is one more hiccup. There is one more glitch which comes in people's mind. And that is completely misplaced. Most people have been used to accumulating money by way of SIP. So they think that the only way to invest in equity is SIP, even when they get large sum of money. But the rationale for doing this gradual accumulation, averaging your investments over a period of time, is primarily to stay the course of your habit of investing in equity, which is so turbulent. You are always in a state of surprise. After you invest, the market goes down. After you invest, the market goes up very dramatically. And when you have this large sum of money, you get anchored to a value that my money has become 10 lakh rupees and it goes down by 10%, you will feel that you lost your 10,000, a lakh of rupees vaporized. But when it is happening in the course of your accumulation, it is not visible. In fact, rather it is beneficial that the months in which it went down, you were able to buy cheap. In this case, and that habit has led to this accumulation. You have been able to translate a small gradual cash flow being invested into a sizable capital. So people think that, and it is so powerful, that most people believe that the only way to invest in equity is, more so the people who have experienced it, that the only way to invest in equity is to invest gradually, even if you have large sum of money. But here that rationally is negated. You eliminate the risk of catching a market high. You are anyway exposed to the market and you are switching. And you have understood that markets are turbulent. You don't need any more coaching. You need to just put your money to work at a better place. And so you can well move your money lock, stock, barrel, lump sum.
So you've clearly said that one clean exit is a better way, but is there any way to save this capital gains tax?
Yeah. There is a way to save capital gains tax, which is if you have loss elsewhere and if you have gains elsewhere, you are making another investment in which, because of the market turbulence, it has gone down in value. You invested 10 lakh rupees and it has become 9 lakh rupees. So you have 1 lakh rupees loss on paper, but it has not been booked. So if you are making some gains elsewhere, and if you just sell your investment and your good investment also, which is in losses, sell it, buy it again, you have created loss. And here, to the extent of loss created in your books, that can be offset, that can be reduced from your gains. That is one. There is one more avenue for people who plan to don't really be focused on saving, buying a house to save tax. But there is a provision in the law that this is the only thing for which your gains can be offset, is that you take your gains and invest in a house up to 10 crore rupees. Okay. That is a sizable tax break that you get. So if you don't have a house, you plan to buy a house, and if you are sitting on handsome gains, investing in a house, but then it has to be done over the next 3 years. You can plan a little bit. You have the capital gains exemption limit, and if it's a couple of lakh rupees, then plan it a little bit, schedule it. If you're doing it in the month of March or February or in the first quarter, then realize a part of the gains which is you are able to take the maximum benefit, half of it or whatever, and then cross it over the financial year, so you become eligible for deriving that capital gains exemption break that is available every financial year. So you can plan it a little bit, but as they say, death and taxes are unavoidable, so you have to deal with it.
Right. Now, if you could explain a little, why not use a STP or an SWP for this staggered withdrawal?
STP and SWP is a good idea when you are actually doing a planned redemption. But this reason, a fund has turned disappointing and not as good, and you have chosen the alternative, move it and move it quickly. There is another reason why you should do it instantaneously. Take the money out and invest it. Because if the market goes down further, the timing instinct will creep in your mind that it'll go down further. Then you'll keep waiting, and suddenly their market will turn around. Then you'll be regretful. Then you will be out of it. It's very important that once you have earmarked your long-term money to be invested in equity, it should remain invested. And for this decision, it should not be out of it.
But if I mount an STP from one fund to another fund within the same fund house, is there a tax instance?
There is a tax instance. STP or SWP or SIP. Absolutely.
Okay.
Every movement from one fund to another is considered as a new redemption and a new investment.
Okay. All right. Now, if Tyagarajan is watching right now, can you give me 4 clear steps that he should take now?
I don't think we need 3-4 steps. The step is very clear. Redeem your money and wait for it to come in your bank. Before that, decide beforehand which fund you are going to put your money and what percentage of your money. If you have some consumption need or something, that's fine. Rest of it, make sure that you are also preparing for the capital gains tax which you'll be liable for, and do a little bit of accounting and pre-decide which fund you will be moving your money, and do it. Don't let the timing instinct creep you once the money hits your bank.
So once you've made the decision, act firmly. Don't try to time the market in such a case. That's all for this episode. We'll come back next week.
An investor education and awareness initiative of Aditya Birla Sun Life Mutual Fund. Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.